doing it to make America great again, because I say that we're doing it to help our country. And our country was riddled with fat.
Trump threatens strikes on Iran's Kharg island, oil facilities over Strait of Hormuz shipping threats. Trump threatens to strike oil facilities on Kharg island if Iran continues threatening navigation in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to launch strikes on oil infrastructure on Iran's Kharg island if Tehran does not halt its attacks on ships in the Strait of Hormuz, a move that could further disrupt global energy markets already facing unprecedented supply volatility. The warning came in a post by Trump on the Truth Social platform, where he said U.S. forces had completely destroyed military targets on Kharg Island, which serves as a key hub for Iran's oil exports. Estimates indicate that the island, located about 500 kilometers northwest of the Strait of Hormuz, handles roughly 90% of Iran's oil shipments to global markets. Although the U.S. strikes targeted military sites on the island, they did not hit oil infrastructure. However, Trump warned that he could reconsider that decision if Iran or any other party interferes with the free and safe passage of ships through the strategic waterway. He stressed that the United States would not allow threats to shipping through the passage, which carries about 20% of the world's fossil fuel supplies.
We're going to be bringing in millions of very good, high-paying jobs, and we're going to be taking in a lot of money. Our country's going to be very strong. We've been ripped off by every country.
In his remarks, Trump asserted that Iran does not have the capability to confront U.S. military power, urging the Iranian army to lay down its weapons. He added that continued escalation could lead to further strikes that might target vital facilities in the country. Meanwhile, Iranian media reported that the country's armed forces warned that any strike on Iran's oil or energy infrastructure would trigger retaliatory attacks against facilities belonging to oil companies cooperating with the United States in the region. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps also declared that U.S. interests in the United Arab Emirates, including ports, docks, and military sites, could become legitimate targets if the attacks continue.
So we'll be announcing some of these things in the very near future, not the long future, the very near future. And it'll bring in billions of dollars, billions and billions, and it'll bring...
Iranian sources also reported that more than 15 explosions were heard on Kharg Island during the recent U.S. strikes, saying the attacks targeted air defense systems, a naval base, and airport facilities without damaging the island's oil infrastructure. The escalation comes as the war enters its third week, with no signs that Iran is backing down. Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, said the Strait of Hormuz should remain a strategic pressure point as Tehran seeks to disrupt shipping in the vital waterway. Global energy markets are closely monitoring the situation. Any damage to oil facilities on Kharg Island could significantly reduce supplies, increasing volatility in oil prices and deepening the global energy crisis. In this context, Trump announced that the U.S. Navy will soon begin escorting oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz to ensure safe navigation and prevent potential attacks.